Helena screams for Marcos in the dark, but the voice that replies is not human. Lara, her eyes as deep as night, murmurs, "He never wanted us to come." Doors vanish. Time stands still. Inside that house, something ancient has awakened, and it has chosen who will remain. Final hour strikes. Doom. Helena Duarte, the skeptic. A 36-year-old history teacher, Helena has always been rational, dismissing anything supernatural. She accepted an invitation to spend a weekend at a country house to clear her mind, though she carries past traumas she refuses to face. Marcos Vidal, the Inquisitive. At 40, Marcos is an investigative journalist known for venturing into abandoned places in search of a good story. He discovered the house in an old disappearance record and convinced his friends to join him. He is obsessed with cursed locations. Lara Figuera, the Sensitive. A 28-year-old psychology student, Lara has felt presences and dreamt of places she's never been since childhood. Though she avoids discussing it, she knows something inexplicably draws her to certain locales. She agreed to go out of loyalty to her best friend, Helena. The dirt road was choked by ancient trees, their intertwined branches barely letting any light through. When the car finally stopped, the house stood there, isolated, moss-covered, with windows resembling dead eyes watching. Marcos jumped out excitedly, camera in hand. This is the place where, according to the records, 3 families vanished. No trace. No explanation. Helena rolled her eyes. They probably just left. No sane person would live here. Lara hesitated. Something weighed heavily on her chest as she stared at the front door. It seemed to pulsate, as if breathing. Yet, she said nothing. On the first night, Lara experienced a nightmare. A faceless man wandered the corridors, murmuring incomprehensible words. When she awoke, she found herself outside her bedroom, standing in front of the basement. "I don't remember leaving," she whispered, trembling. Helena, practical yet concerned, locked the basement. It must have been sleepwalking. Nothing more. Marcos, however, was fascinated. It might have been the spirit of someone who died here. "We have to go down there." That very night, the whisper returned for all 3, disjointed phrases, voices that seemed to come from the very walls. Marcos decided to film the basement. Armed with a flashlight and his camera, Marcos descended alone. Helena and Lara soon heard his nervous laughter, then a sudden, sharp scream that was abruptly cut off. When they raced down, they found the camera lying on its side, still recording. Marcos had vanished. In the footage, he was seen pointing his flashlight at walls covered in mysterious symbols. Then, something crawled along the ceiling, a shadow contorting like living flesh. And then the light went out. Lara began to murmur the very words from her dream. "He wants us to stay. He doesn't want anyone to leave." Helena, panicked, tried to shake her. "Lara. What the hell is happening?" Lara looked at her with eyes as dark as coal. "I'm not myself anymore." Helena tried to escape, running toward the entrance, only to find it locked. Every window was sealed. The house itself was alive. In the ensuing darkness, Lara vanished, her footsteps echoing and multiplying like the sound of something inhuman. The last thing Helena heard, before the lights went out, were the now comprehensible whispers. "You entered. Now you are one of us." To this day, Marcos's camera remains the sole remnant found in that house. Those who have watched its footage swear they hear whispers for days afterward.